The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. It is the first day of fall, I believe, and it's a beautiful day outside. And they have fixed the studio up here for me so I can do a Zoom show in the most advanced way since I've been here. And it's just about 5 years since I did my first show. I was talking to the staff about that a few minutes ago. It's hard to believe, but they have a big screen in front of me, and I have a beautiful backdrop behind me, and I have a gentleman in Toms River, New Jersey. He's a filmmaker, and we're going to talk to him in a few seconds. And I'll have another great interview as usual, but before we get to him, I'm going to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence. So we have the barbershop in Whitman on Route 27 as you're going south past the center. Debbie does a great job. She's on the left. We have Lynch's Towing, Auto Cycle, and Truck Center in Brockton. One number for towing, one number for projects. Lynch's always looking for new scrap metal, wheels, anything to do with transportation, and he does it all. We have Auto Town, Auto Glass, and Auto Body in Abington. We got the Hanover House of Pizza in Hanover. They make great Sicilian pizza, awesome Greek salads. Have wonderful people there, and they deliver. We have 111 Tattoo Collective in Brockton. We have One Good Credit in Brockton. We have the Gunrunner LLC, the Second Amendment Freedom Store in Middleborough. We have Easton Fitness and the Village Shops in Northeastern. We have Doggy Boutique, all breed professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next door neighbor, Debbie Shadell in Brockton. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We have the Rug Resort in Northeastern, right around the corner from here, where a healthy future is clean. We have the McGee Annex in Rockland. We have Countertops Express in North Attleboro, experts in the installation and removal of quartz and granite. And we have Joe's Diner in Taunton. I want to thank you guys very much. And now officially, Mr. Frank Modica, he goes by, but it's Modica. He says it's like potato and potato, whatever. His family pronounces it differently, but I wanted to make sure I said it the way he liked it. So, Frank, I hope you're okay with that.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Okay,
Perfect.
And you're a filmmaker. You kind of look like you look kind of like one of those directors from the old, from the 70s.
Oh yeah.
A little bit, yeah. All you need is a chair and one of those clipboards, where you clap them to let. They have
Well,
one of my other locations.
Yeah, I have both.
Yeah, I'm sure, but that's okay. You look official. You get that Hawaiian polo shirt on. It looks pretty cool. All right. Well, so tell me about your situation. You're a film director. When you did the plug on Facebook, we got a ton of likes for it, and I expect we're going to get quite a few views for this. So how'd you get started in that? And we're going to profile you going back to your childhood too. But let's talk about your film career first.
Okay. Well, I started off, of course, as an actor.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I had some small parts in a few movies, and I also worked on the set of Gotham for 4 seasons.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that was really great, and I learned a lot from that. And I always also wanted to do my own movie, and I just ended up going into comedy. That's what we did recently, and we have a movie, The Gilbert Diaries, that's out on Amazon and
Okay.
Tubi and a few other platforms, and it's a lot of fun. I love doing all that.
Okay. Now, do you write your own scripts, or do you collaborate with other people, or what, or both?
Yeah, I collaborate with other people. What I do is I come up with with some ideas, and also my girlfriend Janet, who's
Okay.
also a producer, and also we have what do you call 2 other producers on there too, Paul Veneer and Bobby Chasuli, and we sit around a table. I have my basic ideas, and we all go over it, and we do an outline for it, and we do write some lines. I write some lines because it has to be said, but otherwise we do a lot of improvisation in there because we're all comedians too, so it works out really well.
Oh, I'm sure it does. It sounds like you got quite a team over there.
Oh yeah, we do.
Well, tell me something. You mentioned Gotham. I know that was a big film. Who was in that? Who were the big stars in Gotham?
Oh, geez, that's a good
I mean, yeah,
question.
I'm just wondering, I mean,
Um,
who did you work with any of them? Did you work with anyone specifically in that film?
I don't know. I did mostly in that on that set. That was a long time ago. I was doing background on there.
Yeah, yeah, I figured. Okay.
Yeah, but what do you call it? The main actors on the set, we never really um I spoke to them briefly, but never really because you don't want to interrupt the actors because they're busy concentrating on their
Right.
lines and what they have to do next, and it's like it's a taboo to start going over and
No, I understand. I've been in a couple of films too. I actually worked, I was on Amistad in 1997 and Spielberg fired me on set because he
uh,
was a jerk, but that's okay. We don't have to talk about that too much. And then
uh,
in 2008, I worked with Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio in Shutter Island, and I played a mental patient role I was born to play. And they were
nice.
great to work with. Although I got a
Yeah,
sense that DiCaprio thought I was the real deal, the way he was looking at me. But that was cool. I just said, thank you, nice meeting you, man. Good job. And that was that. And I moved on, you know. But
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was really great on that set. I was there for 4 years and
you
I
wait a minute, you
really
were there for
learned a
4 years.
lot.
You were on the set of Gotham for 4 years?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. I know
Yeah.
it was a big film. Did
Yeah,
they
I
shoot it in
didn't
New
really
York?
know
Is
I
that
was
what
going
it
to be
was?
on the set that long. They just started calling me back before I knew it. I was a regular over there.
Wow. Yeah, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Did they shoot it in New York City? I think it sounds like I from the pictures I've seen on not on social media and on TV promos, I looked like New York. Is that where it was?
Yeah, a couple of times and I was a GCPD guy, Gotham Police.
Okay.
And I I uh I was in Manhattan probably just a couple of times on the set, but most of the time it was in the police station in
Okay.
Gotham, which was in Steiner Studios in the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
Okay. Wow.
That's where we filmed most of the time.
Wow, 4 years on a set. Well, geez, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was great. It was
But you had
great.
to, I know you had to be on time every day. I know how that is. They're
Oh,
pretty fussy about that.
oh yeah, most of the time the call was we had to be there like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I
So
know. I know. I've done it.
traveling
I know
from
what that's
New
like.
Jersey, that I had to leave like 3 hours ahead, because I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure I was not late.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to drive up to Manhattan, and that's a long trip from where you are. You're almost in Delaware, aren't you?
No, no, not Delaware, but I mean, to go to the Brooklyn Navy Yard, it's a long trip,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. You got to go through. I'm in South Jersey, so but I have to go through Staten Island and then
Right.
Brooklyn, so
Wow.
it's a big trip, but it
Well,
was worth it.
you were a stick-to-itive guy. All right. Let's talk about your childhood. What were you like as a kid? Did you start doing stuff like producing films and acting as a young kid at school and things like that, or what?
No, I mean, in high school, I got to be a little bit of a wise guy in class and making and joking when it wasn't supposed to be a joke. Like, if we had to do a presentation in the front of the class, I don't know. I just came out and just started
Oh, you're wising off.
making
I get it. That's
jokes.
good.
Yeah,
That's
and
Aladdin
actually,
sandwich starter, so I
a
hear.
lot of the kids that were cutting out usually didn't cut out when they knew it was my time to go in the front of the class, because everybody got a laugh out of it,
I'm,
So
I'm sure they
it
did.
was,
So what about, do you do stand-up comedy now or anything like that, or have you ever?
no, I don't do stand-up comedy. My partner does, Paul Veneer. He's
Okay.
also known as the comedy tornado, and he's really really popular in New Jersey, especially. And he's a stand-up comic, and he also comes out with the scenes with me. We do it together, and
Okay.
he's really a great guy, and he has great ideas. He's really funny, you
Well,
know.
let's get him on the show then. I'd love to have him on. Has he ever performed at the Stone Pony? I hear that's the big hangout down there.
No, not the Stone Pony, but he's been to all the comedy clubs all over, and he's been doing stand-up with famous people. He's been
Okay.
around. He's been around.
Well, okay. Well, I'd love to get him on the show. All right. Well, when did you switch from now what were you first? And you did acting before you did producing, right?
Well, here's what it was. Some years ago, I actually used to be a hairdresser. So
Okay.
I
Feels
had
like you
my
could
own
be a good
shop on
hairdresser too.
I had my own
Definitely.
shop on Staten Island.
Okay.
And also I didn't know too much about until my father was telling me about his cousin, who's also an actor, and
Okay,
his name is Robert Modica.
yep,
But there was also one of my customers. His name was Jimmy or James Policio,
yep,
and he was a cop in New York City.
okay,
And we used to hang out later on after and talk about everything and have a glass of wine. He was like one when he was like my last customers, and he was getting into the movies at that time. He was in Miami Vice. He was in
wow,
Married to the Mob and all that stuff. So I thought it was really cool. You know, it was like, wow, he's a cop and he's also doing movies, and I was really inspired by him. And after a while, some after I didn't have the business anymore, I went and visited my father's cousin Robert Modica in Manhattan, and he coached me a bit. And I also went to the Philadelphia acting school, and
okay,
yeah. And what happened was uh, after I started getting into Gotham and everything, I was really excited to tell Jimmy, look what I'm doing, the same thing you were doing. So I
wow.
was trying to search all over for him because I haven't been in touch with him. And I searched all over the internet. And unfortunately, uh, he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was an accident at his sister's house, and he fell from the second story.
Wow.
He was leaning against the banister, and the whole thing broke.
Yee.
And he fell, and I was really, I got upset about that because he was a really good guy, and actually, he was just making it into the film business. Like, yeah, he was on what show was that? Law and Order.
Oh, no
They put him
kidding.
on
Wow.
temporarily on Law and Order, and then they liked him so much they were going to make him permanent, and he
Okay.
died just before that.
Wow, that's too bad. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
So
sorry about that. I know that must have, well, I mean, if there's any saving grace out of that, at least he's got to be darn proud of what you're doing, though, after all that.
I hope so. I really
Yeah.
wanted to tell him, look what I'm doing. I'm out there and
Well, sounds like he was kind of a mentor to you.
he really was. He
Yeah.
was. And I mean, when he was doing that, I was like, wow, I would like to do that too, and I mean, I had a long way to go still. I needed the acting schools and the coach. I needed to be pushed,
Yep.
and it was really great. The school in Philadelphia, my coach over there too, Bernard.
What was the
Uh,
school
he
called
was.
in Philadelphia that you went to?
Excuse me.
What was the school in Philadelphia? You went to an acting school in
Yeah, the
Philadelphia?
Philadelphia Acting Studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bernard Glinkowski. He was my coach over there,
Okay.
and it was they were really good. He was really good, and he pushed me a lot, and so did my father's cousin. But it was really hard going to Manhattan all the time. But my father's cousin Robert Modica is pretty well known. Was pretty well known back then, and he had his own acting school in Manhattan
Okay.
by Lincoln Center, and he's done. He was in movies like Love Story and The Rain People, and he really coached a lot of people that are in the acting business today and everything. So it was really great. But as far as the comedy goes, I never knew I was going to do comedy till me and my girlfriend went to California to the SAG Awards. We were
Okay.
invited to go
Did you,
there
wait a
and
minute.
I was a
When you went to
judge.
the SAG Awards, did you go to just to watch them or did you go to receive one?
No, I went to watch them and I was
Okay.
also a judge
Okay.
over there. So when we went over there, I started joking around and making up my own character. I don't know. I just went a little crazy and batty when I was out there. And she was like, you should keep that up. That's a funny character, And she filmed me doing a few skits, and I actually put the skit up. It was only a few minutes online, and submitted it to a couple of film festivals, and I actually won a couple of awards at some small festivals. So I was
Sweet.
like, you know what? I'm going to keep that character. I called the character Gilbert, and that's what we did. I called up Paul Veneer. I knew him already. And I said, Paul, I have an idea for a TV series, which that's what it was going to be at first. And I said, why don't you come over and I'll show you some of my ideas and what I've done. He came over, he looked at it, and I said, what do you think? He goes, I'm in. He's like, I want to be a part of it. I was like, wow, that's great.
That's
You know,
awesome.
and,
Okay.
we started getting ideas together for it. And my father, we got my father a part in there. He was
Wow.
92 years old.
How
And we gave
how
him
old
a
is he?
part, 92, and we gave him a
Wow.
part as a mob boss and at a poker table. And 2 months after that, he passed away.
Oh, well, 92, but you know, still, I mean, you got him a pot in a, well, I just
Oh,
found out today that my
I
oldest
got him in
son just,
there, and I'm so glad I got him in there. And before he passed away, I promised him that I'm going to keep him alive
there you
and
go.
with the movie, and I'm not stopping. We're going to do something with it. And that's exactly what I did. I was really determined. And, you know, we got it on Amazon, we got it on Tubi TV, and we got it on a few other sites too.
Okay, we're
And,
gonna watch it because it's time to, we're gonna take a look at some of your work, and then we're gonna be right back and discuss this further. So without
Okay.
further ado, we're gonna watch the little clip of Frank's, and we're gonna come right back and discuss it and everything else that we've been discussing. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Oh, wow! Who are those guys?
And the regular guys couldn't come, so my uncle sent these guys.
It's Ice Pick Frankie. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Ice Pick Frankie! I saw them on the news! Huh? Next name. That's Louis the Fork? No. And that's Vinny the Reaper! Ooh, what are they doing? Where's Sonny? Whoa. Oh, wow. Thank you. First That's class really service. Nice. Ooh. Hey.
Idiotas.
Anybody? What's going on? Where are the supermodels? You're going to make me, man! I don't know! I got fever to get the models! I don't know what happened! Oh.
I would love to be in one of your movies. I mean, maybe I could do an audition for you. You know, I'll do an audition right now for you.
I'm sorry, Robert. Maybe another time.
Oh. You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Nah. Think you got a line a little bit. Think you're a little out of line over there a little bit.
I tell you what, though. Where the hell are these guys? I'm getting annoyed here. They're late. They know we got an important meeting.
Wait, Arturo, watch. They're outside, look. They're goofing around again.
Are they kidding me? This is why Ice Pick Frankie wanted me to keep an eye on these guys.
Money! One more thing and I ever had. So much money, I'm so glad. Money! So much money! Get up and down! Get up and down! Idiots! Idiots!
Oh, Frank, that was great. What did we just watch? Let's talk about it.
Okay, well, watch some clips from the, which was being with one of the best clips everybody really likes a lot is going through the car wash.
Okay.
We had the car wash, and it was a great car wash.
Never a boring time at the car wash.
Tinton Falls, yeah, it was really a splish splash car wash at Tinton Falls, and it had all these colored lights in there. And we were so lucky to get it because
Yep.
we went to some other car washes, but we were just not happy with them. And one of them said no, they couldn't do it for us, but we didn't like the other ones. And this one in particular was really great. But we went through the car wash like 5 times. We had the top open, sticking our heads out, the wind blowing at us.
Oh man, that was sweet.
Yeah, as you saw in the movie, but it was so much fun to do. Even though we were freezing after that, you couldn't tell we were freezing,
Was
but
it winter time?
it was getting cold. Yes.
Oh wow. Oh boy.
Yeah, and so right after we got out of the car wash, we would like blast the heat out after that, to start warming us up. And that was a lot of fun doing that. A lot. We always ask people like, which part did you like on that scene, on those scenes? And they said, oh, we love the car wash. There was other scenes too, but we were doing it in episodes. And after we got to the 4th episode, I said, it's taken so long between the COVID and all that stuff. We have so much footage that we could just turn this into a movie. And that's what we did. We turned it into a movie. No more TV series. So
was that the one? Okay, was that the one that got mentioned at the festival that you submitted? Or was it something? Was it a different one?
This is a different one at the festivals, and actually we won awards at the festivals. And
oh, there they are. Hold them up.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got this from the Vegas movie
that looks like real solid gold there.
Yeah, this is really, I'm really happy. This is something to be really proud of. And also, we got 2 awards. We didn't even know. We were at the Chelsea Film Festival. And
wait a minute, hold it. Chelsea in New Jersey?
In Manhattan.
Oh, Manhattan. Okay, got you.
Yeah, so we went up for one award.
That's why I wasn't sure.
And the Chelsea was a special mention award.
Okay.
And we're walking off and I'm like, don't leave. You have another award coming. And
wow.
I thought I was hearing things, another award. And yeah, we got the audience award, because what happened was not only did they show our film online in the theater, they also showed it online.
Wow.
And everybody, when they watch it online, they vote, for the movie. And we actually won the audience award for it. So,
you're natural at this then. My goodness.
Unbelievable. Really, we were really blessed, with all this. And I'm just really happy with
I am too. I'm so glad boy, this is incredible. Have you gone to Hollywood, or has everything you've done been on the East Coast, or where have you gone to shoot your stuff?
Oh, everything's been over here.
Yeah, okay, so far.
Yeah.
But are you planning on migrating somewhere else eventually, or don't you know yet?
Well, I'm not sure, because the movie ended to be continued.
Right. I understand. As long as you're doing well here, you don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah. The thing is to continue this, we're really going to need a resort. We got to film at a resort, and I mean, there's resorts over here, but I would really like to do like a resort somewhere, maybe in Florida, the Keys or something.
Yeah.
And film over there, and that's going to be a lot of fun too.
Okay, so you want to get some nice outdoorsy scenes with girls and stuff running around, right?
Yeah, everything, girls.
Yeah, of course.
Running around. The Gilbert, who's a wacky character, that's me.
That's
I seem pretty calm right now, but in the movie, I'm a whole other. I just like, forget it. It's like you threw batteries in me, and I'm the Energizer Bunny, and but I act really wacky, and I'm always getting into trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm innocent about it, but I'm always getting into trouble. I'm always screwing something up in the movie.
You kind of remind me of, you look kind of like a little bumbling elf, kind of, you sort of have that look.
Oh yeah.
I think so. Yeah, that's a good look though. I mean, do you agree with that? Am I right on set on with that or not? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah. Now, when you were in school, did you do anything else besides, films? Did you do sports? Did you do music? Anything like that?
No. I mean, I played a guitar.
Right,
I played a
right,
guitar,
well,
but I'm not
something.
in a band or anything. And actually, the band Ripped, you just had Steven Keller recently. You
Yep.
interviewed him, and
I wanted
they
to at the
actually
other
made a
location. It was
song.
great.
They actually made a song for one of our. I have a short called "The Big Concert,"
Yep.
which is Gilbert. Gilbert's still in that, and they made a song just for us.
Wow.
And it was really great. We were there in the studio with them, and I told them that when we do the song, it's got to be like a crazy rock song, really fast, and we don't want to understand a word of what the singer is singing.
I got
And they
you.
did exactly what we said. It's really
That's
funny.
like the song,
Really
yeah, that's
great.
like the song that the Rip, that's the song they performed on my show when I did it from the Area 58 location, and it sounded incredible. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and that studio looks great too, with that huge switchboard. It must have like about 9,000 dials on it.
Oh yeah, that studio is really great. Bulletproof Studio
Bulletproof
in
Film
Haslett, New
Studios.
Jersey.
So you guys, you must live near there then, right? Live near
I'm
there.
not far from there, but we filmed in there.
Wow.
We also filmed in that studio. They recorded the song for us in that studio, and John Albino is really a great guy, the owner.
John
And,
Albino, yep.
Yeah, it was really great to work with all of them, you know.
Because you got to have music in your films, obviously.
Yeah, and also Paul Veneer, he's the comedian.
Yep.
He's also a musician. He made songs for our film also. And
Sweet,
everything.
there you go.
Yeah,
guess what? Guess what, Frank?
he's
We're down to
really
the-
talented.
Everyone in New Jersey that I've had on the show has been extremely talented. That's why I love going there. And
Oh.
this is like the 7th show in New Jersey I've done this year, and everybody
Really?
I've had on the show is talented.
Oh.
No short of talent down in the Garden State.
Yeah, Jersey's great. Jersey's great, and Jersey's picking up with the movie business now, which is really, really good. I mean, you have Netflix coming over here.
Wow.
I believe Netflix, I'm not sure, I don't know if I've got it mixed up, but Netflix is going to probably be in Monmouth, New Jersey with
Okay.
studios. Then you got Amazon's going to be putting their studios, I think, in Newark, New Jersey.
Wow.
And also they're going to make studios on the Steel Pier by Caesars
Okay.
on the 3rd floor, which is really big. It used to be a shopping center with
Wait a minute.
restaurants.
When I think of Caesars, I think of Caesars Palace in Vegas. Not you
Yeah.
got one in Jersey too?
So this is Caesar's Palace over here in Atlantic City.
Okay.
And they have a big steel pier over there, which I believe Caesars doesn't own it anymore. Somebody else bought it.
Okay.
And there's not many stores in there anymore. But I just recently read that they're going to be putting movie studios on the 3rd floor.
Well,
over there. And it's big.
There's your invitation to get in there and make some films.
Yeah. So
Well,
let me
guess what,
tell you
Frank?
something.
We're down under 5 minutes. I hope you had fun talking to me.
Yeah, oh, definitely I did. Yeah, and Jersey's going to be really big for the film industry. I'm telling you.
Oh, I
It's gonna
know,
be
and I
the
love to have
real
more
East
guests on like
Hollywood.
you. If you know anybody that's interesting, that's an actor or a musician, have them send. If you had fun with me, send them my digits. We'll get them on the show either by Zoom or in person.
Uh-huh.
Obviously in New Jersey, it's kind of far away because I'm up here near Boston, but we can do, as you can see, we can make it happen
Yes.
any which way.
Okay.
So
Yeah, definitely. I do have somebody in mind, a couple of people.
perfect. The more the merrier. You don't even have to tell me who they are. Just have them send me have them text me and I'll talk to them. Just have them text me with their names and we'll make it happen.
Okay.
All right, what I want you to do now in the remaining time is just give a few shouts out to people that are going to see the show, and then we'll wrap it up with my snap and the way we began it. So go ahead. We'll condense them.
All right. Well, you got everybody, please watch the Gilbert Diaries if you want to have a nice laugh. It's on Tubi for free. There's commercials there, but you could also watch it on Amazon also. And, I hope you really enjoy it. I know you will. It's a really funny movie, and you'll have a great time. And also, for any filmmakers out there, I have a film festival, the International Motion Picture Film Festival in New Jersey. So go on Film Freeway to the International Motion Picture Film Festival and submit your films there. And we'll gladly have it over here and play it. If you're the winner, we'll be playing it in the Smart Castle Cinemas in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey.
Okay, what town in New Jersey is that? Where the film festival is?
It's going to be in Atlantic Highlands.
Okay, got it. All right. Well, you did a great job with me. And that's it. We're gonna wrap the show up, and I'm gonna ask that you stick around and let my tech guy take a picture of us for Facebook, and I'll tag you in it. Are you okay for that?
Oh, yeah, sure. And thank you very much for having me on your show.
Yeah, thank you. You did a great job. Okay, folks,
you.
we're gonna wrap it up now. You ready to snap away and rock and roll out? Okay, here we go. Take care. We'll see you next time. Well,
All right. See you then.
see you later.